Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel or our channel where we learn things about international dating, in particular, Russian and Ukrainian mentality. I'm really going to be adding more topics and more things like such as personal development, culture, history, because those are things that are very interesting, and this way we'll keep our eyes open and exchange our knowledge and ideas. Today I do have, however, a very specific topic, and today's topic is about approaching whether you have a chance by approaching Ukrainian or Russian Instagram models. So I'm honoring actually a request from my subscriber. I'm honoring a request from somebody who just joined my Patreon account, and it turned out that he has been listening to my videos for 2 years, but at the same time finding out that learning for 2 years, and yet he got himself in a situation where his heart is broken, his dreams are crushed. And I was thinking, really, I don't promise you all, if you are at the very basic level of subscription, I won't be able to do video requests for everyone, but you do have a chance to have your questions answered. And a lot of you guys, you're writing me messages and emails. Unfortunately, I do not chat. Just want to make this announcement. If I would chat with 100 people a day, I would be chatting from the homeless shelter. With all my love, with all my respect, you have literally almost 1,000 videos that I had made in last couple of years. So you can spend your time researching and learning. But I do not just chat. I hope you guys understand that it's impossible for person who runs a YouTube channel to just sit in a messenger and chat. A lot of certain people are kind of offended by that, but I want you to understand, please don't take it personally. You probably have a career or a job or a responsibility, so if you would just take your time chatting, I don't think you'll be very successful. I believe distraction is a massive disease. Don't get mad when people do not respond your messages right away, or if you need to resend a message. It's very difficult to keep focused and achieve something when you consistently getting distracted. So that's just a little intro, some general common sense. I hope everybody understand that. First of all, can you guys hear me? I hope I'm not just talking here to myself. I hope you can hear me pretty well. Hello everyone. Hello Washington DC. Let's see who we have today. We have Wayne from Washington DC. We have John Hancock from Nottinghamshire in England. Hello England. Hello Houston, Texas. Hey Mike. Can you guys hear me well? Okay, great. All right. So today, coming back to the topic. So one of my new Patreon subscribers, and by the way, thank you guys for joining. We did get 21 members, so I will go live. I will make an announcement when in our private chat room on a Patreon. So if you still thinking joining the account, consider that, because you can get the most value by joining that platform. You can comment, you can send a question, you can request a topic. Now, it does depend on the level of your subscription, but I promise you that you will get attention. I might not be able to if you are a $5 subscriber, I think that it starts from. I might not be able to consult you into depths, but I can give you an idea, as such as today with answering an Instagram model topic. So let's get into it. So the question is, are Instagram Ukrainian, Russian Instagram models, are Instagram models in general are looking for a, serious relationship, and why it can be so frustrating, what's going on. Those of you guys who are right now on this live chat, what do you think? Do you think that a lady who has many hundreds of photographs and certain lifestyle portrait and things like this, do you think this lady is looking for an average Joe, an average Jose, or an average whoever, to ask her out? Or do you think that the intention of a lady who is family oriented is to post pictures about herself, about her profile, about her travels, about her body in all the angles? Do you think that this lady think about nothing else but how she can get married and have 5 children? Every single person in this world has a message about them in the way they carry themselves, what they do, how they look, how they act, and what they are displaying. Every display of our personal life, of our vision of something, it's a message. So what I'm trying to understand, how is that a message of being completely self-absorbed and business-oriented somehow could be a message to attract, your attention, and for you to consider somebody being a material for a serious relationship, being a material for creating a family or things like that. It's just, I am making this video because, if somebody could watch me for 2 years and did not get the concept of how things work, it really concerns me. Now, this culture mostly applies for younger men. Once again, I would say like probably it would be 20 to 30 years old. But I did have a victim of the Instagram model love who was a little older than that, and I will share into details about this story on Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, check it out. Probably tomorrow, Friday, we will have I will share a story of a client of mine who was taken with a Instagram model, and despite of my perspective, which I never insist, I only suggest, and it's your life. Please don't blame me for your choices. It's your life. So basically, I'm gonna share a story, and I hope that the person for who I'm making this video, actually, I don't think that you mind that I share your name. This video is for Carlos. You probably already recognized the request. So I hope that you will learn, and I will into detail answer why Instagram models probably not the target to pursue if you want to have a family, and if you are not Donald Trump Jr. or his brother or his cousin, that it's not for normal people. It's not something that a person an average person with logic and with normal desires should spend their time on. So I'll share about this, and that story is really sad. But to give you a basic idea, just a general idea, is that these women have a different goal in their mind. The ladies who are on Instagram, and by any meaning, I'm not bashing them. You know, a lot of them are very. They dedicate their existence to perfect their look, to perfect their fashion, to get their body, into a certain style, certain condition, to attract certain kind of man. And these men are rich men only club. They are not looking to find a Joe Schmo and hug him and be with him forever. These ladies, they are trying to build a brand of themselves. They are trying to give you an idea of their luxurious life, which sometimes it's true but often is not. But they are, it's a very new concept. Even 10-15 years ago it wouldn't be possible, but now there are more ways than one to start to your way to some kind of fame. Being internet famous can be real. If you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and millions of followers, you can become rich and wealthy. And a lot of these people, they are looking for promotion, they're looking for business deals, they are looking for a sponsors, they're looking for a very, very rich man. So that's it. Yes, they are working on creating compelling phrases and inspirational quotes and all of that. But this is not just some random posts. Any girls that have a concept of what she's doing. So basically, here she is, at a five-star hotel. Here she is at some very special resort or ocean, or I don't know what, whatever. Here she's in the mountains, here she's in the beach, here she's if it's looking professional, it's a lot of times there are different people that are managing those accounts. It's a business. And that's why you feel, oh, I just found the love of my life. I have a message. I have to burst your bubble. I hate to do it, but no, she's not love of your life. It's just a very compelling picture, inviting texts and things like this. But this is business. Just like anything else you see marketing outside, that is also marketing. And people like that, whether they run their page by themselves or they have people to run it, they pursuing a different goal. They want to level up their life, they want to make money, they want to make opportunities. You can't blame them. They're making basically business out of themselves. In this new reality, that is the way that some people find connections and things like that. Despite of every single guy that reach out to me and tells me, your appearance is really not important, but look at these pictures, and and things that I see, even whoa me, and I am a woman, I see this kind of stuff every single day, in the mirror. But it's like, whoa. Yeah, it's not her appearance that made me fall in love with her. Well, maybe one day we will wake up and somebody would fly from the Mars to the moon and then to Earth and say, I'm really looking for an ugly lady that looks like she didn't shower in 30 days. And of course, I'm just being sarcastic, but it will take a some kind of a different planet person or a man who would want to be attracted to a woman who is not attractive whatsoever, and he will say, but if she has a heart of gold, sign me up, color me intrigued. I'll be right there. So basically, what I'm a little bit, if you're watching my videos, you already know, right? So, you already know that the reason how much power females feature has over the man. And these Instagram models, they figured that out. They try to draw you in with more than just appearance, but appearance comes first. Unfortunately, that's still the number one attraction tool is creating a appearance. The makeup companies, the hair companies, the designer clothes, and would not be millionaires and billionaires if that would not be what attracts you. Okay, and I'm not saying this to be mean, or I'm not saying this to blame you for that. This is how the world works. This is how the world works. There are certain primal instincts, there are certain desires that men have, while they are, shall I say, vital. And this is how most men get themselves in trouble. And it doesn't matter if you're 19 or 59, you get yourself in trouble in the same way. Yes, you do have an ability to fall in love with a person once you actually get to know them, once you see them, see other features of them, except for only their appearance. Yes, sometimes you discover that, oh my gosh, this woman is smart, this woman has compassion, this woman is great at conversation, this woman is so much fun, and then you kind of, things change. But remember, when you got baited, when she gives you a bait, don't take it. If you took it, you are gone. Your sense, your logic, everything is gone. You are focusing on the pictures, and your imagination start to paint, how you're gonna be together, and on and on. And well, in the most cases, you will be on for some rude awakening, because you should always ask yourself a question: why somebody is doing this? Why a lady that have different values? Why a lady that have something more to offer? Why would she put her pictures in her underwear, or her profile of her body, or certain body parts for everybody to look at them? Why would she get undressed in front of everybody and promote certain things? Why would she do that? If that would not be her way of attracting people and then do something with that, you have to ask yourself these questions. It's the same thing. If you would walk into a bar, some loud bar, some place popular, somewhere, I don't know, somewhere, there are those special bars where very few people can even get in, and you would have like loads of cash, everywhere, and you would be getting some attention from all kinds of females. So that's the same thing. So I hope I'm answering the question. I hope I'm giving you an idea. Yes, it is very artificial. Yes, people make business with it. Yes, people get connections. People get promotions. People get offers. You can almost have some kind of respect for somebody, for a girl that was maybe born in a small city, but she branded herself, and now she is having hundreds of thousands of subscribers. She makes money out of that. But don't take this as a personal invitation. You have to understand that that is a brand. Every person, in fact, is a brand. We all have our, something special about us, the way we are doing things, right? So yes. Any questions? Let me see. Let me see. Let me read you. Let me read some comments. If you want to try your luck, go ahead and try your go ahead and try your luck, and then come and join and join the club. So I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Hey Lawrence, hey Wayne, John, hey Mohammed, hey Frank, that's right, niet, no. Hey Monsieur Mike, what's up New York City? Hey Kroll, I don't know how to read your name. Hey Ellen, yes you are lucky. You are. I am on a live show. So Ellen is saying you only have a chance if you meet them in person, face to face. Meetings are the most important. You see the body language. Let me tell you this: you don't have a chance with them, even if you meet them face to face. You have to understand that unless with a model, with Instagram model kind girls. Yes, if you want to have some kind of arrangement and you have thousands, millions, I don't know, of dollars, yes, you might be successful, but that's about it. The ladies that put the brands out, the lips, the travels, they do not care about you. I'm just giving you like $1 million value in this video. For real, they do not care about you. They're not pursuing you, and especially please don't get offended, but they're not looking for older men whatsoever, unless you are a money bag. And even if you are a money bag, they're gonna get the bag and go go have fun with a young guy who has a body that they can enjoy. Just you have to understand that. Why would they want to have you? But they also don't feel bad because they don't care for young guys too. They don't care for any guys. They're not looking for marriage. They are looking for fun, fame, money, maybe sex with another, hot guy. They laugh about your messages. They laugh about your I'm falling in love with you. It's a business. It's not a real person. They sometimes can act as a real person. And I'm going to tell you, Aaron, hello. Aaron is a member on the Patreon, and I'm going to post tomorrow a story about of a client of mine, as I said, that girl actually made him believe as she was real. And it's really heartbreaking. And you do need sometimes some help, things that are unusual for you and you can't recognize. For a lot of people who work with scammers and at the same time work with real women, I do this every day. So what for you seems so confusing, for me is like 1, 2, 3. But it does take my time, it takes my energy. So I'm not available to do this kind of thing for free, because my time is not free. You do have an access of hundreds of videos I previously made. So if you have time to look at it, you might be able to find the answers. In fact, I had somebody today to ordering or booking my scam check service. I think his name was, gosh, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, but if you're watching me, please make sure that you send me a request to my email, consultveronica@gmail.com. I will post it below. Please send me your situation so I can help you, and thank you for ordering that. So anyway, what else did I want to say? Just a minute, guys. I just, it breaks my heart to see when you spend so much time to just be in a relationship with nobody. to be in love with a person that don't can exist. And I would put my heart, I'm getting my heart out here to tell you the truth. So, oh, thank you, Steve Babin. Thank you, Steve. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat, for the donation to support this project. Thank you. It looks like you figured it out, that the chat works, and so as a super chat. By the way, if you use a super chat just to support me, that's great. If you use a super chat to ask a question, I will prioritize your question over the others, because it's the point of a super chat to it comes in a bright color and you can have a question. There is a dollar sign when you write a chat. On the right side in the chat there is a dollar sign, so if you push on that dollar sign, you will be able to send a super chat. So many people have been asking me how to do the super chat. Veronica, can you help? And I guess it's a tutorial how to do this. I guess you can look it up. I've sent a super chat to a somebody who inspired me to open this channel, and it's not that hard. It was hard for me to figure it out first, but it's not. As soon as you push on a dollar sign, it gets you somewhere, and it's really exciting because after you do it, it's a little bit delayed, but then you can see here is an inspirational message from your fans, or it's a question. It's real sweet. So I appreciate that very much. Oh, Aaron, thank you so much, Aaron. Oh, thank you for the generous donation to support our mission here. Aaron is a long time member, and he has been a big supporter from the beginning. Aaron is a member on Patreon, and most of all, Aaron is a person with good intentions, with a good heart, and we met in person, so I appreciate your friendship and I appreciate your support, Aaron. Thank you so much. Aaron is saying, I believe you. Instagram airbrushed photography featuring beautiful models. It's a trap. Yes. And Aaron, that is true. Plus, I want to tell you something else about Instagram models. When you meet a beautiful Ukrainian woman and you take her worries, her pains, her problems, when you are being a man, when you being a gentleman about things, she gonna be more beautiful than that goddamn Instagram models that is, sorry for me being that emotional, but they are brushed and they are Photoshop. They are not real. They do not look like that in real life. But even if they would, the real person, the real woman can be a lot more beautiful than the Instagram model. Why? Because she is feminine and not because of the filters. Because she's feminine and she makes you feel that you can do anything in this life. So that's it. So thank you so much, guys, for support. King Neros, thank you so much. Thank you for the generous donation, and he's saying you're worth your weight in gold. Thank you, Stan. I appreciate that. Stan, just King Nero is his name also on a Patreon. I would like you guys to read, if you are on Patreon as well, the post. We do comments. So basically how it works, I post a video, something that made just for Patreon, and you read your comment, you watch my video, and then we all commenting, and a lot of members sharing their stories. They share their experiences, their marriages, their travels to Ukraine, or their ups and downs about relationships that they don't feel comfortable to share here on YouTube, which I understand why. So King Nero always writes good posts, and he's been here almost from the beginning. So please check out our post. And by the way, guys, tomorrow is Friday. All right, tomorrow is Friday, and I'm gonna put some funny stuff on Fridays, and some of it is gonna be open. Like, I was on the floor today. Uh, I watched that movie some time ago. It was a movie with Will Smith called Hitch. So it's really hysterical, and it's about, well, I'm not gonna say what's it about. You should watch it, but I'm gonna post some fun stuff on Patreon. And by the way, some of the posts gonna be open, so you can be a follower and you can comment even if you're not a paid member. But today's story is coming into a lots of details for you, because 2 years of a person's life is something to learn from. And I'm not making fun of him. I'm not making fun of everybody. Every single person in this room made a mistake, made something embarrassing. Every single person got hurt. Every single person made a wrong choice. So by having real examples, you can just it's just really more colorful way to imagine certain things. So that's coming, guys. I appreciate your support. I hope that I answered the question of Carlos. Vane is saying, I love movie Hitch. Yes, I love movie Hitch. Oh my god, guys, if you have nothing, if you like relaxing one evening, you gotta watch that movie. I was on the floor. It's just so much fun. Of course it's a movie, but there are some good points. I have to say, there are some good points. Plus it's extremely funny. It's just funny. It's extremely funny. And it really shows that, as we grew up, guys, as we mature, we have to get game. Game doesn't mean to trick somebody. Game does not mean to how to say this, doesn't mean to manipulate somebody, but getting game is know how to present yourself, know how to approach people, know how to create a conversation. It's like, you would not like a lady who has no game, meaning, she's beautiful, but she's absolutely you don't know what to do with her. You cannot take her out because she doesn't have any social skills. She doesn't know how to present herself. And so if you want to see how the man with no game looks, watch this movie. You're gonna enjoy it so much. Do any of you member of a Prime? So I'm member of a Prime, Amazon Prime, and they offer you videos. So I barely have time to watch a movie. That's what my life came to. But I watched the movie Hitch, and I literally was on the floor, and I watched it 2 more times. And now the Amazon Prime does not let me watch it for some reason. I don't know why. But it's a great mood lifter with great insights, guys. So I highly recommend you watching it and having a lot of fun. So, thank you, Bill Howard. Another great supporter of mine. I appreciate that, Bill. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being so generous and lifting my spirits up and showing that my work matters. That's when I see the feedback. It's more than just the financial support, but it also shows that we need you. We need this knowledge, and we appreciate you. And that is one of the things that you will never be appreciated by somebody who is not looking for you. once again, you will never be or feel appreciated for somebody who is not looking for you to begin with. What I mean by this, the ladies on a Instagram type platform, they might pretend that they have interest in you. You know, they might pretend that they care, but you have to remember the initial purpose. You have to remember, that these ladies, they have a goal, and it's for you to discern what's going on. My best advice is to go for a real woman, real women that are feminine, that have flaws. Still, they can be stunningly beautiful, and they can change your life by making it more fulfilled and enhancing certain experience. They won't be able to fix your life. They won't be able to make you step in your purpose. They won't be able to do things like that. Yet, they can make your life truly amazing, where you won't need a filter. By the way, I didn't put a filter today. They can make your life truly amazing when you do not need a filter, when you don't need to have validation posting their pictures, when you just come home and you feel happy, when you have a friend you can talk to, when you have your best friend. With Instagram models, they may make you feel, they would most likely do make believe. So, once again, guys, with my deepest appreciation, I will share with you all these most important red flags when somebody is acting as if they are your best friend, but they still came to you with Instagram mentality. And you did not read the message, because every person has a message. Every single person has a message. You just need to learn how to read. Oh, Steve, thank you. Thank you, Steve Beban. Thanks. Thank you so much. I hope you were able to find to find us. I had sent you out the link to the platform. So let me know if you need any help. Thank you for joining the chat today and supporting the project. And this all comes with a beautiful sunny day. It is very cold today. It was 10 degrees in the morning. So, and still it came with some sun and with a lot of appreciation from you guys. I really appreciate it. Steve is a new member, so welcome, Steve. And I hope we will be able to connect with you about your purpose. Oh, ladies, it's... Okay, something interesting Alan is asking. Veronica, can you do a video on ladies that's like being family oriented but still want a career? What is their mindset on that? Curious to know. Yeah, I could definitely make a video about that, because I could relate to that kind of mindset. So that would be considered, Alan. All right, Aaron is asking about, okay, let's see. Hey, Chuck and Pat from Michigan with Love. By the way, guys, Chuck and Pat are real estate, great real estate people in Florida, in Tampa area. 81 degrees. I'm gonna block you, Pat, right now. No, I will not. By the way, I shared about you guys at in my previous videos. I shared a lot of stories when I told you guys that there are people that in this world, when there is war on men and gender war and whatever, they are having a beautiful life and beautiful relationship, and both of them experienced quite the opposite, but they are an inspiration for everyone. And I really think that together with a floor with being great real estate agents, they are truly know how to connect with people, and they could have most successful relationship advice company because they are living it every day. And I do understand that we do annoy each other at times, no matter, there is no absolutely perfect day, but it is true that when you align in your major values with the person, you are less likely to have to be betrayed or hurt. When your values are aligned, you are on a good you're doing things with a purpose, you have a lot more chances for that relationship to be fruitful and beautiful every single day. So, and that's why I'm making these videos. If you want somebody special, if you want somebody you want to share your life with, but that person, what they do all day, they post gorgeous pictures of themselves of certain style, you need to ask yourself if this person really going to be really ready or really in the business of oh my gosh, if they are really in the business of having a family and having kids. You just have to ask yourself honestly, because very often you have certain values and you completely dismiss them because you are mesmerized by somebody's appearance. Well, you do have to have, all of us sometimes need to have a mental check, right? That's why we have people that we talk to. All right. So Aaron is asking a question. He says, I know it's early, but are there any plans being considered to travel as a group to Kiev, spring or summer? Well, it's not too early to ask. There is a possibility for a very small VIP group for the summer. It would be late July, but honestly, it's kind of in a process. So by VIP, I mean it's something very individual and tailored, and with a big focus on the person. I'm not planning just to have a larger, group of people. I don't think that's what would work for me this time, because I can also not give you an exact answer at this moment, because I have some family circumstance where big travel plans might be not possible. Nothing bad, nothing, nothing to share like that, but I have some serious plans this summer with my family, and that's why I could only consider a short VIP travel or support. But if you are planning to be in Ukraine, if you are planning to travel possibly July or early August, please contact me. If you know what you want, if you know what you want to see, where you want to go, because I still have people who want to travel and they want me to be their guide, but they just don't know that it's not a cheap operation for many reasons. But if you are one of these guys and you have an idea that, let's say, July 25th to August 5th, or to whatever day you're gonna be in Ukraine and you want my personal help, so I could possibly offer a tailored, a very individual tour, where you might have 3 to 5 days with my total focus, but yes, it's gonna be VIP, which means it's special, so should be treated as such. It would be difficult for me to have a bigger group of people, Aaron, like 2 or 3 years ago, as I have already certain plans that I absolutely have to accomplish in summer in Ukraine. But everybody welcome. Write your plans, send it to my email. I put it on a calendar. I can connect some people together, and maybe you'll be able to join. I also have people that help me in Ukraine. So if you want a guide, if you want somebody who can help you with meeting people, I can introduce you to certain people that could give you some attention. Depends on your needs. If that takes my time, so my time in Ukraine is about, I feel, as 10 more times valuable is there, because time is limited of your travel. You know how it is. You spend a day, for example, in your own country, in your own city, and sometimes it's get a little bit stagnant. You have these responsibilities, you have certain things to take care of. It's pretty much a routine for many people. But when you travel, how do you spend your days? Every day is gold. Every day is an opportunity. Every day you want to discover. It's like one day feels like a year. Maybe not a year, but one day feels like a month when you travel, because we put so much more value, so much more things to do and enjoy. So yes. So other words, Aaron, when you have something that you'd like to share with me, feel free to reach out. So guys, any more questions? John Hancock is saying you have very good advice. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome, John. Honestly, Aaron, here is the thing also, answering your question. If you want to be in Ukraine, if you have plans, you should set them up in stone and go for it. I will be able to help you a little bit whether I'm in Ukraine or not. I have some people that could meet you, could show you around, and I know you have some more goals than that, but if you want to go, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, you should go. Yes, if you tell me ahead of time, I'll keep it in mind, and you might be my VIP client. So remember, guys, every single person have a chance to completely and entirely change their life. Every single person. When you have the fear crippling you, when you have doubts, when you are scared, do it anyway. Do it anyway. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing worse when you can no longer do it and you realize you so much wanted to do it. You had such a big impulse to do something, but you talk yourself out of it. Don't do that. Don't talk yourself out of things, because you never know what kind of opportunity is waiting there for you. You just don't know. By the way, I have one of my members from a long time now, Ricky, is in Lviv, which is also a very cool place to visit, and it's really enjoyable in summer. Being in Lviv is really enjoyable in summer. It's nice and cool. There are lots of parks. There are many places to see, from castle to old-fashioned restaurants and small streets. It's a very, very beautiful European style city. It's a lot smaller than Kiev, but it's wonderful. My grandfather used to live there, and as a child, I remember coming there. It's almost have this surreal fairy tale. It has some places that looks like from fairy tale. I love their coffee shops. You know, Lviv coffee shops are like nowhere else. They are so fun. And they also have lots of restaurants where every restaurant has their own atmosphere and their own theme. So it's really, really fun to experience that. So even if you travel when I'm not around, I can help you to connect you with people. Depends on what you need. My time is becoming more and more valuable. So as it should be, right? You know, we're not supposed to get more valuable and cheaper and less value with time, right? We're supposed to grow and grow and grow and grow, right? Wait, where is everybody? Travel is not a risk. The risk is sitting at home and dreaming about it. Exactly. Because when you are dreaming about something but you never go for it, chances are it will never happen. So guys, thank you so much for joining in. Oh wow. Okay, something else on a topic of Instagram scam. So Aaron is thinking actually there are scams on Instagram by Nigerians. Fake pictures and asking for money through Instagram messaging. Wake up guys. Yes, very true. A lot of Instagram pages are fake and it's a scam. It's true. Yes, I love Kiev too, Joan. I am from Kiev. Oh, I love this, Steve Beban. Thank you so much. Steve is saying, courage is not the absence of fear, it is a feeling of the fear and acting anyway. Yep. I've been there many times myself, and I'm sure that every single, you know, when you're trying to do something out of the box, remember that feeling when you were scared, you were intimidated, you were uncomfortable, but you still went and did it. You know, you ask that person for a direction, you approach the person and ask them or tell them a compliment or introduce yourself or you did something extremely courageous even though you were freaking out inside. And I think communication is one of those things that sometimes is difficult because very few people went to school for communication. I don't know, maybe some of you guys did go to school for communication, but it can be extremely intimidating. You feel, oh, you know, people will judge me. People will see that there is something wrong with me. People will reject me. I think that's number one thing that men are afraid of. You know, they will look down at me. They will reject me. You know, this lady is conceited. You know, she probably gets compliments all the time. But how many opportunities are missed every day because you didn't take that courageous move and told the beautiful woman that, you know, something about her, or tell the person something about them that they needed to hear that day. We missing out, or you know, we can miss out on so many opportunities by not taking the initiative, by not taking the heart to do something. You can change somebody's life with pointing their attention on them about something positive. We need to meet new people because when new people meet us, they look at us with a fresh eye. What I mean by fresh eye is that when you meet new people, they see some very prominent positive things about us that we no longer notice, that sometimes we devalue those things ourselves. very often people who love us and see us every day, they get used to them and they don't notice anymore these qualities. So the power of taking the courage and going out and meeting people and having adventures and not waiting for the tours but doing things yourself, or scheduling things with the person that you want to do certain things, not being shy to pay high prices if you really want something and you want assistance, not being shy to invest in you. Having all these things, they are enriching our life so much. And once again, the most simple thing is to introduce yourself to people, to integrate in people's conversations, because as we meet people, we discover who we are. People are mirroring us. They are mirroring our energies. They are mirroring. We attracted to certain people. We are drawn to them because there is something that either we have in us or something that we dream to become. That's where the fascination of, particular people. We don't even know what it is, but we are fascinated by their personalities, by the fire in their eyes. We don't even know what it is, but people often offer us guidance without even knowing it. And once again, my favorite thing about meeting people is that you enjoying them, you discovering gems in them, in their personalities, new way of thinking, new way of doing things, maybe are different aspects that you might not even agree with, but you will understand why certain people coming from their perspective. But also, once again, when you truly connect with somebody, they give you a perspective on you, and you realize, oh my God, I have these talents, I have these opportunities I'm not taking, and all of that. I want to finish with this, guys. I've been really enjoying this chat. I appreciate your support immensely. Thank you so much for those who been generously supporting me in this hour. And I want to finish with this. It's the same time, the same thing. If you would buy a beautiful home, whatever it is, you bought a beautiful home, it has a beautiful living room, has a beautiful balcony, has a beautiful view, has a very comfortable and cozy bedroom, has artwork, it's just, have beautiful chandeliers, whatever you like, it has a fantastic library, but you feel, you might not be good enough, like, because you used to live in a small tiny apartment with 5 people. Like, I lived in a room one time with 5 people in my life. It was a different experience. But just because you didn't have an opportunity before, it doesn't mean you don't have it now. So it's the same if you have this beautiful home, but you know what? You see that there is basement, and you can kind of live in that basement. There is kind of a window. It's kind of warm enough. You can get a couch, so and so couch to sleep on meanwhile, and you feel like the rest of the home is too nice for you. You might even not discover, you might not see the treasures around the house, you might not invite people to celebrate this with you, you might not have friends over, you might not have the woman you love over because you feel that you don't deserve her, but all you used to is living in that basement. I also feel that discovering your talents is also coming out from the basement, in a living room, in all the other rooms, and discovering them one by one. A lot of us have gifts and talents and purpose sleeping in us just because one time somebody told you are not good enough. Just because somebody told you, oh, ha ha ha, look at this, you speak with accent. How much I've heard that. Or you make mistakes when you speak, you better go to school. Or you are stupid. Or you just need attention. People will always try to pull you back when you are about to open the door to this new room filled with treasures, because they have fear of doing it themselves. So if you're watching my videos, you already know my outlook on experiencing stuff. And yes, you need to learn. You don't want to become a victim of certain people. But honestly, if you have a choice to become a victim and learn, or never try, never learn, and be in a basement, I mean, I don't recommend to become a victim or get hurt. But honestly, if that's your only one way to learn, it might be worth it. But you don't have to, because you have this channel. Please don't get hurt. Let me know if you have any more questions. Let me know if something you want me to share more. And I will be back and we'll talk about that. I'll see you guys soon. See you probably this weekend. Thank you for your generous support once again, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Bill Howard is saying, exactly, Veronica, we can be the change that we are actually looking for. Exactly. You already have everything you need. Everything you need, you already have. My heart stayed in Kiev after my visit. I have a special friend there. She's everything to me. Thank you guys so much. And stories, comments, suggestions, support, whatever you want to do, you know how to find me. Consult Veronica@gmail.com. Join the Patreon if you want to have more intimate place to talk, where there are no public eye and trolls, or just more privacy. And if you don't understand how to do these things, just comment under the video and I will help you. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.